Welcome to Land House. I'm Seth. Lately I've been posting a lot of videos on solar and hydropower. Well, I'm excited to have the Jackery Explorer 1000. This is a battery backup inverter that is going to be able to power things like the fridge or microwave, TV, internet, that kind of thing. So if you are a camper and you want to have something that's quiet instead of a generator, this is a good option. Or if you, like me, are concerned about when the power goes out, you can just plug stuff up to this and not have to worry about it. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this thing and also using the Jackery solar panels to get this thing charged in the sun. It is the 9th anniversary of Jackery, and so wanted to shout out for that, and do check out their website, links in the description down below. All right, let's do the unboxing and see what this product is all about. I've got you on the top-down view so we can open up this box and see what is inside. Here is a little bag I feel like will be the charging cable. Here is the adapter to go from 2 solar panels down to 1 port. Got the Jackery itself. Man, that's some nice packaging with that foam around there. Last thing in the box is this little bit of literature. So let's start with this first because it's the most exciting part. All right, that's the Jackery. I will bring you in for a closer look of that here in a moment. And let's just open up these to see what's inside. Yes, that's just the adapter that will take the 2 solar panels and put it into the 1 input. And then lastly, let's open up this bag real quick to see what's in here. It's quite a large charger, looks like. Okay, there's 2 of them. One is to go to your 12-volt cigarette lighter, and the other one is to go to your regular wall outlet here. So we'll look at those a bit closer in just a moment. You can register. Here's your warranty card, and then this is your user manual. I'll have to read through this real quick so I am more informed about what's going on with this product, and then we will take a close look at it. All right, I just walked through the manual here, so hopefully we'll be able to get all of these features down. Right up here is your input. So this right here is the DC input from either your car charger or your wall plug. And then over here is where you can use the adapter that Jackery provides to go to the solar panels, and that will charge through that. So there's a display button which will bring up your display. Let's go ahead and pull this little film off. And this says, Jackery powered outdoors. Display will be entering power saving mode in 15 seconds. Press display button to check the battery status. Okay, let's do that. Battery status, 46%. No input, no output. All right, moving on here. Here is your DC output. It's a 12-volt, 10 amp right there. Just a basic cigarette lighter. You've got a USB-C, a 5-volt, 2.4 amp, USB regular, and then quick charging 3.0 down here on the bottom. Moving over to the AC side, you have 3 standard plugs, like a household plug, and those are pure sine wave at 110 volt, 1000 watt. It does have a 2000 watt peak, which you can use to possibly start up a mini fridge or that kind of thing. The handle up top is nice and strong to pick this up. You turn over here to the side, it has a little flashlight. Click once for it to come on, once to go off. You can hold it down to turn on the SOS mode, and then just press it again to turn it off. Over here it's got some vents for whenever the unit gets warm. Turn over to this side, more vents over there. And on the back, these are just texture, no real vents there. And then if you move this up, it's got 4 rubber feet and then some information there in the middle. And that is what it looks like here on the outside of this unit. Now, if we look at the plug, here is what we're going to use for connecting to the solar panels. It's got that Anderson plug there on the end, and then it combines the two different sources from the solar panels right there into a single. And then let's open up this bag once again. So right here, you've got a nice long cord on this regular 12-volt car adapter. And like I said before, that's just going to go here into this little plug. And then if we open up this right here, I believe this goes up to 100 volt to 240 volt input, 60 or 50 hertz, 2.5 amps. Output is 24 volt, 7.5 amp. So that will just accept your typical outlet power, and then that also goes to that circular input right there. So that is the main look at the Jackery. I want to go outside with the solar panels and hook this up and get some actual power going into this unit. Speaking of solar panels, I have got two of these 100 watt panels. The company sent these so that I could test them out here in the sun. I'll give you a charging time in a bit so you'll know what you're looking at as far as different charging modes. And here is the panel. It's got a cloth exterior on it. These right here are actually feet, so I can lift that up and adjust the height at which the panel is going to rest in the sun, which is really handy to have. You can flip over, and it's got another one of those feet on this side, and then it has a water-resistant zipper bag that you can open up, and that's where your cord is going to come out, so you can hook this up to the adapter and then to the Jackery itself. So we'll get to that when we're outside here in just a bit. If we open this up, you can see the panels, and they are covered in that rubber material, so they're going to be resistant to some abrasion. And there are also grommets on here so that you can attach this to the top of your car or to a tree to hang it. Lots of different options here. The closure is magnetic, so you can hear that snap, and that will keep that together when not in use. Let me go over a couple of little things here. Peak power, 100 watts. Cell efficiency, 23%. Power voltage, 18 volt. Power current, 5.55 amps. Open circuit voltage, 21.6 volts. Short circuit current, 6.1 amps. And it has a USB-A output, 5 volts, 2.4 amps. I was just seeing online that there is the option to charge devices from this. Here they are. Let me bring you in a little closer. One of the reasons you've got this water-resistant bag is you can charge your cell phone or other device inside of this and have the panel out in the weather. So right here on this charging, where the cable comes in, you can charge with USB-C or with your USB-A over here. It's got the 2.4 amps, 5 volt, or 5 volt 3 amps for the USB-C, and it's got a tiny LED, and I just assume that's going to show that something is being charged. Anyway, maybe we'll hook up a device to that in a minute, and we'll get that charged just by the panel. Before we jump outside to the solar, I want to see how well my off-grid shed can power up this unit here. Let me get this cord undone, and we'll just hook it up to my system here. Now, I don't have a whole lot of power coming in, but this battery should have enough to just show that it will charge off the wall here. I do intend on keeping this charged whenever I am at home so that I can just use this for whatever I need to, like a power it down situation. And if I go camping, I can definitely use it again. All right, a little LED just popped up here to show that this charger is on. Let's plug it up and see what happens. Okay, the display over here just showed a little LED, and now it's showing we've got 145 watts coming in to charge this. So I got the solar panels and went outside to start filming, and it got cloudy, and it has been raining ever since. So I think we will save the solar portion of this video for the end, but for now, let's charge up the unit completely with the wall plug. Let's go ahead and just plug this up here and we will see it charge. So we're currently at 46%. The input is, let's see, 123, 30, 40. Let's see what it gets up to here. 145. So let's just go with that. We'll see how long it takes for 46 to go up to 100%. I've been keeping an eye on the Jackery, and it is up to 99% after about 3.5 hours. So still putting 145-ish watts in there. So we'll give it a little bit longer to hit that 100 before we start using this around the house. The unit sat on 99% for hours, and I thought, well, maybe it doesn't have enough digits to show 100%, but it finally did click over to 100. So I'm not exactly sure how long it took. It was several hours to go from 46 to 99, and then maybe 2 hours to go from 99 to 100, but it is fully charged now. So it's nighttime. I think tomorrow we will bring this out and start testing out different appliances and see what it can run and how well it does as far as time goes. The Jackery Explorer 1000 should be fully charged. Let's see what we got here on the display. Yep, 100%. So I've got two different things I want to charge first. Well, tablet I want to charge, and this is a 10-watt light. So let's go ahead and plug that up first. Let's go ahead and push the AC button and just plug this up. And there we go, that light is on. And it is pulling, it's pretty bright, 12 watts. So that should last for a very long time on this battery. So I wonder if we can both use DC and AC at the same time. And I've got one of my kids' tablets. Let's go ahead and plug that up. See what happens there. Okay, yeah, you can push the DC and AC at the same time. And that just turned on. So, okay, I think I'm gonna let, see, 17 watts. I'm gonna let these two run here for an hour or so and just see if our 100% drops down any. You can do the math to see what that's going to come down to. But anyway, we're going to move up to some more impressive things pretty soon, like maybe an angle grinder. That should test the limits of this pretty good. Approximately 3 hours later, the tablet is now at 100% down here. The light's been running the whole time. And let's see what we got here. 94%. So nice. Charged the tablet, and we're running at 21 watts. Now we're running at 17. So nice. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this tablet. See if that drops it down some. Just a little bit, 15. Anyway, I think we're done here. That's a pretty good test. You can run a light and charge a tablet. Go ahead and turn those off. And we'll do some more serious testing with this with some bigger applications. Now we know the Jackery is going to be able to run a light and then charge up tablets, no problem. But what about running a circular saw that is 700 watts? So this thing is a 1000 or a 2000 surge. So hopefully it'll run 700 watts, no problem. So let's go ahead and plug this up. I'm gonna cut a sheet of OSB in 2 different places, and hopefully this thing will have no problem powering through that. Well, I checked back on the footage and it used somewhere around 440 watts, so the thing says 700, but I guess 440 is even better. So 2 cuts brought it down 1% to 93% here, which is pretty awesome. Let's turn that off. So I'm noticing it had 2 watts coming out when this AC button was on. So definitely turn that off whenever you're not using the system. But man, that's awesome. You could take this on the job site and run this saw quite a lot before that thing would be out of battery. It's a beautiful sunny day. I think it's time for us to open up these solar panels and get this thing charged back up in the sun. Now we're only at 93%, so it should hopefully charge back up pretty quick. So I'm just opening up that water resistant pouch on the back. I'm gonna pull these out of their zip ties, or twisty ties, and then plug both of these up into the combiner. Let me get the other one real quick. There's a warning on these panels that you should not fold them, which makes sense. So let me go ahead and get this other side out, get the twisty ties off of the cable. It's so nice that you can stick your cell phone or tablet in this pouch and charge it in the sun, even if it's cloudy or drizzling out. Keep it from getting wet inside of there. All right, hook this one up to the other side of that combiner. All right, now the panels have, on both sides, they have got this Velcro piece that just comes out, and that is a little kickstand. So we should be able to pull that out on both sides and stand this up here in the sun. Kind of like that. Okay, there we go. I've got those facing the sun. Let's plug them up real quick. Currently charging at 127, 128 watts, somewhere around there. Nice. So before it was charging at what, 145 or 6, so not quite as fast as with the wall plug, but definitely charging. Almost saw 130 there. All right, cool. And it is 2:30 in the middle of September, and so these may not be getting quite as much sun as they would in other times of the year. Let me see, looking at my shadow here, I think I've got them pointing pretty good into the sun. So anyway, nice, I like it. So far, I've really enjoyed working with the Jackery Explorer 1000. Being able to run that saw is pretty impressive, especially if you had to take it somewhere off-grid and needed to use some kind of power tool. Looks like 2 hours in the sun has brought this battery back up to 100%. Very cool. Worked out really well.
Yuck.
Solar panel.
Yuck.
Yep. Well, I am impressed with the Jackery Explorer 1000. This little device is able to run all kinds of things up to 1,000 watts. I'm looking forward to trying this out on my refrigerator. I'm probably going to use an angle grinder as well and just see how well this thing handles different applications, but you'll have to watch that in a different video. If you want to check out the Jackery Explorer 1000, I have a link in the description down below. You can follow to get some more information. It is pretty impressive. Now, we didn't try out the car cigarette lighter, so I will definitely have to update you on that later. But as far as solar and wall plug, charges pretty quick, and man, it's nice to be able to run that saw out there to cut that OSB. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Seth with Land a House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.